Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Here we go.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he gets it forward and still got a yard out of that. It was Tyree Wilson in on the tackle.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your play, but makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. Throwing this one back of the end zone. Oh, my. It's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Darian Porter.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he set out. That one hits for 30. And that's a Vegas first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Another give here to Jeanty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. That's caught for the first. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. He He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for Raiders first.
Raiders first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Raider first down.
From the red zone now. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. He will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force...
And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Wilson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Escapes the pocket. He just throws this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now it's Stroud. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That play good for 17 and a first down. You start with a string of incompletions, Brock. You've told me this before. Getting that first one to connect feels really good.
Yeah, it just kind of settles you down and everybody else around you. Not too different than seeing the ball go through the net or make a nice birdie putt. Yeah, you just want to gain some confidence.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
Say, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. On the quick, right?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Going deep here for the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
19 Texas.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Tony. 18. South. 11. Hey, uno.
Stroud gonna go for it. And that's gonna wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're gonna turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4.
Holds around him, he's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain, now down inside the 15. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Up the middle, here goes White. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Hits him on the out route. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He gets it out left, and it's gone. And in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 12-point game in the first. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 13-0. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Oh, right. Hey, that's my man.
Shotgun now, first round. Low finding his back. Mixon. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
46-yard line.
Stroud throwing here on first. And this one is launched downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second down.
Why, Tony? Hey, south.
From the gun, Stroud. Has it in close. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 4-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
Texans first down.
Out to the right.
First and 10 at the 39-yard
What's
line.
that? 19 Texans.
Here's Stroud again. Looking underneath here to Mixon. And they take him down right along the 30.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Hey, uno. 11.
Throwing again, it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. One after, off and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans get it back to within 6. kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for Raiders first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on first. Has room into the secondary. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders go up by 12. Carlson now to add one more.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Troubles with the snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Raiders bump the lead up to 13 points. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Wilson with a return here. And he's going to take this return out of bounds.
You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Look the hot, look the hot. Now, what's what? Get out.
To the air. Stroud escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
18. Hey, uno more.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw. Trying for the deep ball. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Here we go.
Stroud completes it quick. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down.
Why, Tony? Here we go. Hey, kick. Hey, south.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. It's another first down mistake. He's intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun give here to Jency.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Smith. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. The Raiders have a lot of work to do for any points before the break. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Motioning left is their running back. Throw here, 3rd down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
All right. 11.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. This is all the way to the 13-yard line. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. 18.
Here's Stroud now. Dumped off to his running back. He's hacking the screen. Look at this defense getting him down behind the line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd and long for him here. Flushed out of the pocket. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Smith on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, 2nd. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Smith to the air now. Out wide, it's Waddle. They come crashing down on that receiver screen. They take him down behind the line. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. 3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun, Smith. Waddle makes the catch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Offense up to the line fast.
17 yards. And the Raider 1st down. It's a gain of
So that's the
17
halfway point of
yards.
this edition of the
And the
NFL
Las
on
Vegas
EA
1st
Sports.
down.
Brock and I will be back right after this.
Yankees Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey. 300%.
And off to Genty. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
1st down. Las
Here we
Vegas.
go, here we go.
Back to Genty. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Long-time standout, Calais Campbell there for the stop.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Smith back to throw. This one's coming. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
The 38-yard line.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. He's got it inside the 10. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Genty. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air and now 2 touchdowns on the ground, he's just been a difference maker.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. Smith in the pistol. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Could be a little armchair quarterback after that call. But the defense knew exactly what was coming.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10.
On the quick, right? 18, what's that?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Rolling left, buying some time. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
All right. 18, what's that?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt.